Race fans, it's about that time of year where the NASCAR Cup Series schedule is about to get very, very chaotic. This past weekend, they raced at the Indianapolis Road Course, and it did not produce an upset winner, surprisingly. I would have thought Ryan Blaney and Truex would have been two contenders for the win. Blaney was. Truex wasn't really competitive at all day long. Surprised the heck out of me. But this week they're heading out to Michigan, a 2-mile track, and Brooklyn is always produces something interesting, something you do not see at other tracks. It's gonna be very fast, and I believe the faster teams right now are the Chevy teams, Trackhouse Racing, Hendrick Motorsports. So I look at them as the favorites, and maybe going into this weekend we may have some Kyle Busch news on for next year. So I'll talk about that a little later on, but stay tuned. But I'm also going to do a Pick 5 contest for this Sunday's race in the Inter. It's pretty simple. Just go down below to the comment section and type in who you think will finish in the top 5. If you go 5 for 5, you get an autograph of your choice. And if you go 4 for 5, you get an unsigned hero card. So comment down below, and who knows, you may win a prize. But let's get started.
I'm Chase Briscoe, driver number 14 Ford Mustang for Stewart Haas Racing, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
Heading into this Sunday's race at the Michigan International Raceway, there are a lot of storylines to look at from this past weekend at the Indianapolis Road Course. The first thing being that there was no new winner for the Cup Series. Tyler Reddick got his second career win in a dominating manner, led a lot of laps, and very well deserved the win, and did not get junked at the end. But Tyler Reddick won, and no new winner, so there's still 2 spots up for grab for the time being, because once we get 16 winners, it will come down to points between the winners. And it's looking like Kurt Busch and Chase Briscoe are going to be going for it when it comes all said and done. So these next 2 winners happen the next 5 weeks, it'll come down to points. So keep an eye on that. I highly doubt that'll happen. If it were to happen, it will come down to Daytona more than likely. So to stay tuned to that. And Kurt Busch also sidelined yet again, but he was cleared Saturday morning for light duty, so he will more than likely be back behind the wheel this weekend at Michigan. Kind of a scary situation because Michigan is such a high-speed track, and there's always that risk of a big wreck there, so they may be a little hesitant to put him behind the wheel. They may have Ty Gibbs on standby. But those are 2 big things to look at here heading into Michigan. Kurt Busch health and no new winners this past weekend in Indianapolis. Now we go to Michigan, a 2-mile track. Always there's something that goes on here, and it's chaotic. Last year, Austin Dillon got turned after having a great race at the end of the stage. Got turned by the 2-car Keselowski, went up into the air and nearly flipped over. This time around, Austin Dillon wants to do a little bit better, and he's my dark horse, but he's not my top 5 though. But winning a race in Michigan, I kind of hinted at the intro, it's going to be the 9-car Chase Elliott. He is a Chevy, and Chevys here in the past have been very dominant. And also to help back up my top 5, and more so than that, my winner, Auto Club, earlier this year. First or second or third race of the year. Same type of track, same banking, same size. Was won by a Hendrick Motorsports car, Kyle Larson. And I think Hendrick Motorsports will have the same speed and will be on a whole different zip code when it comes to lap times here. So Chase Elliott will win yet again in the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series season. Finishing runner-up to him will be the 24 car of William Byron. William Byron has had a rough patch of races here these last couple of months, and this past weekend in Indianapolis, he kind of turned the page. He was a lot more competitive and was the quickest car on track for many parts of the race. So it's a good sign of things to come heading into the playoffs for this 2014. So they got wins under their belt. They just need momentum, and momentum, it will be coming their way if they bring home results like they did in Indianapolis. They were pretty darn quick. They did have a couple of issues there at the end, but they were still quick. So turn the page there, but Byron will finish second here in Michigan, a track where he nearly won last year and was beat at the line by his future brother-in-law, I guess you call it, by Ryan Blaney. So there you go. Ryan Blaney will finish P3. I kind of hinted at it last year. Blaney got the edge over Byron this year. Byron will get the edge over Blaney, but not for the win. But there you go. My top three so far: Chase Elliott winning. William Byron will finish second. Ryan Blaney will finish P3. Finishing P4 will be the one car of Ross Chastain. And as of lately, this driver has been criticized very much by a lot of top people, and especially commentators. And one of them commentators being Jeff Burton. They call him the mayor from NBC. After his incident with Denny Hamlin and Pocono, he was very critical of Chastain, saying he deserved that and it's far from over. Denny Hamlin has a lot more to do in retaliation to Chastain. He's keeping it very unprofessional. It's racing. They're not going to go out there and give each other a clean chance to win races. They're going to give them all they got, whether that's trying really hard and trying to keep it clean. If they can't do that, they'll put you in a wall. It's racing. Get over it. Stuff like that is going to happen. And Chastain is a great driver. He's going and he's doing his job. His job is not to finish runner-up or in third place. It is to win races and to win a championship. And I don't know why they're criticizing the man. He is doing his job. He's doing what he's paid to do, and that's to win races. He won COTA earlier this year by dumping the 16 car and the 48 car, and he won Talladega after a big wreck happened on the final corner. Yes, those two wins were pretty interesting because they came at tracks where anybody can win at, so you really can't count him as a championship contender. But hey, 2 wins are 2 wins, and they can pretty much do a lot of things for you, like maybe get you into the round of 12 very easily if you have a good opening race. So, Chastain will finish P4, but there's my little brief discussion about Chastain. The announcers are carrying it to the next level, which they shouldn't. Rounding out my top 5 will be the 10 car of Eric Almirola. Eric Almirola in his retirement journey has not really been a success, and I don't think it will be. I think he goes winless, but had a great run in his career, and now he's heading out to a track in Michigan. I don't think he's going to win, but the top 5 is on the table. But there you go. There's my top 5. Chase Elliott will win the race. William Byron will come home second. Third will be the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. Fourth place will be the 1 car of Ross Chastain. And fifth place will be the 10 car of Eric Almirola. And my long shot here is Austin Dillon. He's always quick here at this 2-mile track, so never count him out. And his team went to victory lane this past weekend, so they got momentum, and momentum is big. Please like and subscribe.